Hello, and welcome to Above Table. I am your humble Dungeon Master Sky. Wait, does Kaylee look good on stream?
Of course.
Thank you.
Always.
Wait, how do the cameras get skewed? Hold on, let me fix it. Let me fix this.
So sure.
Wait, no, that's the cams. Hold on a second.
Do I need to scoot over?
We're gonna fix this.
No.
This is going the opposite of what I did earlier. For Preston. Preston. And for you, I can just do this because you got your own camera.
Ding, ding, ding.
Voila!
Oh my gosh.
Yay! Okay.
Hey, and the map cam does work.
Okay, fantastic.
Do we need it? No, it's great.
So we don't need it. We don't need it for a while.
Yeah.
Hello! Technical stuff out of the way. I'm Sky, and we're here with Droville, which we realize is a almost year-long campaign, but with only our 4th episode.
We've been busy.
It's been, we're adults. We do shit. So,
Hey, the whole point of this campaign was to be chill.
100%.
Was to
The
be
most
no
casually
pressure
possibly.
campaign. That was literally the point.
Yes.
Chill, baby cakes, chill.
Yes. Oh, yes. We don't have really a recap because we don't remember what we did. So,
We do have-
but let's do introductions anyway. So let's start over here.
Hi. It's been some time for Goose. I play Goose. My name's Kaylee.
I'm gonna go turn this down.
Thank you.
Good call.
Yeah, appreciate it. What am I? I'm a barbarian. Goliath. She's a big old muscle mommy.
Yeah, I love it.
And she has pink armor.
The Barbie Barbarian.
Barbie Barbarian.
Yep.
Check out these cool stickers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Preston and Bria put together. Okay.
Yeah. I am Preston. I am playing Bael Bravehorn.
Bael
Bravehorn. The Minotaur Barbarian. No, not Minotaur Cleric of Veros. Who?
Oh, that's right, Moon God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who has a southern accent because he's a cowboy.
It's my favorite.
Hello. I play Seek, the verdan wizard.
I'm sure people want to hear you say that.
I play Seek, the verdan wizard. That's all I got.
And your name is Sabrina.
Bree.
Bree. Sabri.
No, Bree. Just Bree.
No, we're gonna have an elf NPC named Sabri.
Well, with that, I'm going to play the opening credits now. And I have to mute our mic, and then I'm going to do that. So, welcome to Above Table. And we're back.
Yay. Are we unmuted?
We are unmuted.
Okay, all right.
You know, so you
The people can
see
hear
the
us.
things moving over there.
Yeah, it's kind of that is one nice thing about this view versus the other views. Like you can see certain things that you can't see in the other one.
Yeah.
Well, it was more the aspect of like it might be showing audio but still be muted. I don't
No,
know.
it was muted. It doesn't do any
I
bleak
watched
lightsies.
it cut out and then come back.
Can you recap of what our world looks like?
That's a good idea.
Not bad idea.
Welcome to Droville, a city in the desert, separated into several different districts known as wards. You've spent most of your time in the singing ward, which is like an arts district kind of environment, as well as the home ward, which is a poor section of the city. There's also several other wards, the oil ward, as well as a noble district, and of course the central castle district. You have formed a investigation troop, company, whatever you want to call it, agency. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yes. And with that, you have investigated several mysteries throughout the city, and been hired for several jobs. You now find yourself in a fancy-ish house within the singing ward, sitting across a regal-looking elf with black hair and blue robes with gold trim and red accents. He addresses you. My name is Draven. Thank you so much for coming and helping with my problem. I find myself in debt to a wizard that I will not be able to pay. Now, the debt is not my fault. He purchased some goods from me, as I am in the trade industry. Mostly a trade of fancy things. In this case, furniture polish.
Oh, God.
It seems that the furniture polish that he had purchased from me was absconded with, and I need to locate this furniture polish desperately. It was a very large order for the finest furniture polish that money can buy, and I don't presently have the capital to repay this, as it would ruin me in several other areas. Especially the fact that I already had to pay to acquire this furniture polish that he ordered such a large quantity of, and it was stolen on the way out of my warehouse. I know not by who, but if you can recover this furniture polish, you'll be handsomely rewarded with 300 gold pieces.
Each?
Total.
Alright, that's fine.
3 of you, 100 each. Seems fair.
Just double checking.
The only information I have is that whoever did it seemed to know the path of the outgoing shipments from my warehouse. Just makes me suspect possibly an inside job, but I have no evidence or proof of that. Most of my employees are pretty happy with what they get paid and working here, so I have no one in mind that would be disgruntled, now current or past, that would want to do this. So could also be some sort of outside influence that for some reason needed furniture polish on a scale not heard of often. The wizard has specific needs for furniture polish. Almost no one else would need that much furniture polish. It's very weird. Anyway, that is the task. If you have any leads or ideas, that would be amazing. I have none. But I can let you into my warehouse so you can investigate for clues if you need to.
I'm just one quick question. I'm just really curious. What
The short one speaks, yes.
what the wizard uses so
Yeah,
much
more
furniture
firmly.
polish for.
That's a fascinating question. He is constructing a new tower. That is all I know. And he needs a large amount of all kinds of extravagant materials. His name is Ranfell, and he's quite well known within the realm. This new tower seems to be built for some specific purpose. What it is, I know not.
Really? You're bringing Ranville back?
Yeah.
Oh, God, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that name sounded familiar.
He's the guy who put us in the fucking meat grinder.
Okay.
Session 1.
Yeah.
I
Campaign
love it.
one.
I love the callback. It's very good,
Oh,
even though I
God.
didn't immediately remember who it was.
Oh, God. Okay,
Okay.
I have the sudden urge to assume that the polish is
Is this
the...
a prequel?
Fast forward. Blah, 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 blah. That man has pasta.
I have the sudden urge to assume that that man has pasta scenario that we had to go through.
They stole the furniture.
Yeah, it is the furniture knowledge that
They're
is
the
missing.
thieves, of
But
course.
we've been wrong before.
This one seems pretty cut and dry.
Are you guys saying some of this out loud?
No.
No.
This is just
Okay,
out of
just like a look between each other?
character.
Yeah, we're just kind of off to the side, quietly.
Pasta. Or you just like say, pasta?
A man definitely did have.
Yeah, that's exactly. Pasta? Okay.
Just code.
Yeah, I think we'd like to take a look at your warehouse.
Excellent. That can be arranged. So you're taking the job then?
Can we take a look before we decide?
Sure. But of course, yeah. I mean, there's no harm there. Jerry, and this guy comes in. Hey. So you want to see the warehouse? Yeah, I'll show you. And he leads you down some stairs, and you go down to the back of the building.
Are we at Harmony Hall right now?
You're not in Harmony Hall. You're in
We're just in the singing.
You're in like a kind of nice house within the singing ward.
Okay,
Not too far from Harmony Hall.
Okay.
But this is a resident of the singing ward. Apparently, hearing of your heroic activities and being like, I need some of that.
Okay.
Yes. And so yeah, you went to meet him in his office in his house. It's not opulent, but it's nice-ish.
Okay.
Someone from in the trade, business.
Yeah.
So Jerry leads you down some steps to another building that's behind it. That's a little bit larger, just basically a barn kind of thing. In there, you see several workers moving pallets of different things, signing papers, that kind of stuff. You see several carts lined up. Nothing really pops out at you. I don't know what you're supposed to gather from just the warehouse, but you're welcome to look around. Talk to anyone you want to.
All right.
Appreciate it.
I open the doors of the warehouse and I'll just passively investigate.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okay. 1 second. Whoop.
Can I also?
Yes. Do you want to give him advantage or do your own?
Ooh, I'd give him advantage.
Okay.
Oh, just
Yeah.
What do I do?
I don't know how to play D&D anymore.
17. Thank you for the advantage.
You are so very
Plus
well.
investigation 1, so 18 in total.
18 in total.
Yeah.
You notice that everything is pretty tight knit in terms of the people that know each other that are working the different stocks and stuff like that. So the people that are like bringing stuff off the carts, checking in with where to put them in the warehouse.
Yeah.
They all know each other. However, the drivers of the carts make a few introductions, like, "Hey, I'm Steve. Be driving today." So there could be some shenanigans with drivers, possibly.
I swear to God, if we get like Fast and the Furious wagon, this is yeah, I'm the driver for this week.
So who's the guy that brought us down here? What was his name?
Jerry.
Jerry? Okay. I'm gonna ask you, Jerry. I assume the answer. I'm gonna ask Jerry if he knows anything about the situation.
Well, it was quite weird. Like we had all this furniture polish lined up,
Yeah.
and it was on the list. And when we got to the list, me and Steve over there, different Steve, Steve too, we stared at where it was supposed to be for like a minute,
Yeah.
and it was just an empty space. And I sifted through the dirt because I thought maybe the shipment's really small, but there was nothing. Just twigs.
aside from Steve, do you know any of the other people that were working that day at all?
That day when we were supposed to ship the polish, well,
Or the day prior?
it's all the same people usually. We don't rotate out too many other than the drivers themselves that pick up stuff, but they usually just stay in the carts. So I don't know.
Do you guys keep a list of drivers? Do you log any of that information?
That would be a question for Sybil over there. And you see a dwarf woman with like a little wispy beard, furiously writing things down, walking up to each driver, logging their tags and like writing
Their
things
license
down.
plate
Yes,
numbers.
yeah, exactly. Sybil, and she comes over like, yes, can I help you?
I hope so. We're inquiring about the...
Oh, the robbery.
Right, yeah.
Yes. Draven said he would hire somebody for this. Yes, I'm present every day. So what questions you have?
We'd like to take a look maybe at the list of... Do you log the drivers?
Of course, yes. And she hands over this list, and it's extremely detailed. Dates, times, drivers in, drivers out of pretty much everything. Now, the range at which the robbery would have happened, if it was a robbery, if the robbery was to have happened within the warehouse, it would have been between when the first shipment got delivered and when it was supposed to have gone out, which there's a 3-day window.
Okay.
And there's about 16 different drivers that were in and out through that 3-day period.
Okay.
Would you like to give me that information?
Yeah, so she gives you all 16 drivers that are there. It's just a list of names. It's hard. It's in and out with different shipments, and then there's the two there's the one that's highlighted of like delivered by so and so, and then there's the which is when the furniture polish was delivered. It seemed like there was no problem with it. The furniture polish was delivered. It was checked. It was the furniture polish. It was there. That guy fucked off. Hasn't been back since. And then the guy that showed up to pick it up just left empty-handed because he didn't have anything to pick up. So he just probably didn't get paid for that day, and maybe he's really bummed out.
How many names are on that list?
16.
So this is a different driver for every single delivery.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, some of those
There's no crossover.
some of those are repetitions, but in terms of ins and outs, like different names, like different deliveries or pickups are all. There's 16 lines within that period of time.
But so the
Okay, so as far as
number of
overall
drivers-
names, probably 7.
7.
Yeah.
Bael's gonna go over to the dwarf and just be like, "Hey, do you
What
have
is
a
that?
Something good happened.
Something happened. We had a thing. I don't know what it was because I'm not. Oh wait. I have it over here.
Can you switch views easily? Or is this
Oh, we got a new follow. That's what it was.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, I
there's
forgot.
a little thing.
Yeah, I
that's
forgot.
followed.
I forgot to put that.
It's
Thing.
like a little. There's
Yeah.
just a tiny little section.
Hello, DJ Bael.
Hello. Right
there's-
above all this.
Yeah, there's all that. It doesn't put over
all the
there, but
information. There's a one line.
there it is.
Oh, I see. Hey!
I know the one with the horns. All right.
So we got 1 viewer, 3 viewers.
I
Hey!
don't recognize anybody by the name of DJ Bael.
You probably know his actual name.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Whatever that may be. Okay, so there's 7 drivers.
We did pirating together?
And out of those 7 drivers, there's one particular driver that did most of the deliveries,
Fantastic.
named Stellan.
So I'm going to go over to the dwarven lady. I forgot her name.
Sybil.
Sybil. And ask her for basically.
Real quick, because what was the driver's name?
Stellan.
Stella. Okay.
Got it. I'm going to go over to Sybil and ask if there is a BOL or a bill of lading for the.
A what?
Bill of lading. It's basically the receipt of.
Normal people, you gotta have normal words.
All right.
Not everyone work logistics.
Shipment manifest for the missing polish.
Oh yes. So it was purchased by the actual manufacturer of the nail polish, the furniture polish.
That's queen.
Yes, and was picked up by Stellan. Stellan being a driver that frequents that route,
Okay.
that's kind of. I mean, it's other than because the second half of it was purchased as a throughput to go to Ranfell. So this is a in between middleman purchasing thing. So like this trade house imported it for Ranfell.
Gotcha.
Ranfell was not able to acquire it because it disappeared from the warehouse.
Gotcha.
Is Stellan here today?
Oh, Jeff. It's good to see you.
Another
Hey, we got a new follow.
follower. Woo.
I should probably put that on top of things so it doesn't get hidden behind things.
Jeff, you were my favorite part of Sea Dogs and Tortuga. I just want to let you know that. You're the best.
But yeah, so Stellan picked it up from the manufacturer, and then at some point it disappeared from the warehouse.
Right.
And no one really knows how it happens. Also, while you're kind of in here, there's a lot of activity. There's like 7 different bays. Like people are coming and going like quite a lot.
That's all
So
whole
there's-
warehouse. Okay, gotcha.
Lots of doors open at any given time. Mm-hmm. Is there?
And from what we've gathered, there wasn't like a breaking and entering. They were missing.
There's no
Yeah.
evidence that's noticed anywhere.
All right.
They just disappear.
Yeah, I mean it's a warehouse, so it's a little hard to tell. Like, is everything gets trampled
If
on?
there's a bunch of bay doors open all the time,
Yeah,
then anyone
yeah.
could pull up.
And if no one saw anything, or at least no one's coming forward by saying anything,
How long ago was it missing?
somewhere between 3 days ago and now,
How long was that man has pasta thing have?
the day before. So
day-
yesterday. So a day before.
yeah.
So it disappeared a day before that man has
It's
pasta.
super correlated.
Okay.
Definitely connected.
All right. Well, let's.
No doubt in my mind.
I don't know how we would track down the pasta man, but
Oh, you want to go find him and like interrogate him?
maybe.
So you say this out loud?
Huh?
No, I'm thinking.
We're talking monsters.
But I don't know how we would find him. Maybe we could go back to Melodia and Harmony Hall and see if like she knows anything. But that's like a different ward that we found him in, right?
Yeah, that was in the home ward, was where he was scamming people with the furniture polish, selling.
We're currently in the singing ward right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, which is adjacent to the home ward.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like maybe we do that.
Well, maybe we take a deposit first.
We can wait.
Full
Yeah.
deposit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can go talk to him and say we're taking the job, but like.
I would like to get more information here before we
Okay.
explore other options.
No, that's fine. I'm
I
just.
feel like we
I'm-
haven't gathered all the information we could.
I'm just questioning.
I forgot what my next step was gonna be. I think I was gonna talk to Sybil again.
Okay.
I think I'm still talking to
You're
Sybil.
technically still talking to someone.
Technically still. So Sybil didn't notice anything unusual.
Nope.
Sybil
Sybil,
is here
as
all
you-
the time, every day.
As you watch Sybil kind of work, you see Sybil
alert.
very in the book, like making lots of notes, noticing lots of things, but not anything outside what they're looking at.
Tunnel vision almost.
Yeah.
Understandable. Does Sybil take any breaks? Is Sybil ever not working?
How do you ask Sybil about her breaks?
Is there any times in the day when you're not working so diligently and as you do?
Yeah, sometimes I take a break when I go out to smoke my pipe for about 20 minutes in the middle of the day. Other than that, I am right in it the whole time.
One break.
One
every
break.
day.
That's it.
How long?
I slam a sausage and smoke a pipe, then I'm back to it.
How long's your shift?
9 hours.
Do you like that?
I love it.
Okay. Cool.
It's my bed over there.
Oh, you sleep. You stay here.
Oh, yeah.
You live here.
Oh yeah,
So you're always here.
I'm always
So
here.
nothing-
I sleep like the dead though, but other than that, I'm always here.
Shoot.
That means everyone knows you stay
Yeah.
here at night.
It'd be hard to get around her. Potentially. Interesting. Or should we go back and talk to Draven?
Yeah. I'm down to take the job if everybody else is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
So Jerry takes you back up to Draven's office, second floor of this sort of townhouse.
so what does Jerry look like?
Jerry's an orc, or half orc, I should say. Yeah, like sort of smaller tusks,
Yeah.
and on the lighter side of green, but definitely like gentle giant type.
Okay. I look at Jerry and I'm just be like, all right, just a question.
Yeah.
How much you lived?
Oh, you want to try it out? Bro, I've got some weights in the back.
Hang on, let's talk to your boss first, and then I will take you up on that.
Super fair. I got some shit I gotta lift anyway. I'll meet you later. So he scurries back down, and
A gym, buddy.
Draven ushers you in, and he's currently signing some stuff. There's another figure in front of him, female elf, kind of nicely dressed. She's like, "How's you doing business with you?" and works her way out the door.
Who's this again?
Just an elven woman that just was meeting with Draven.
I have a question. Can I subtly cast Zone of Truth?
What's the
Let me look it up.
bits?
Look at me. No, okay. And then I want spells. And again, I want.
This elven woman?
We don't know. Just some elf.
Don't recognize her.
Zone of Truth. It's a second level spell. All right. You create a magical zone that guards against.
What are the components?
VNS, verbal and somatic.
Yeah, verbal. You can't do it subtly, unless you can figure out how to silence yourself as you cast a spell like.
Does it
Truth.
have to be that loud?
I mean, it is clerical stuff, but yeah. All right.
It's going to be as loud as it's going to be to cast the spell, which is going to be as audible is.
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking riddle?
Why is a raven like a writing dog? I don't know.
I would say within the context of this, if you can't find a way to make yourself silent, you will be heard in that, especially
Okay.
in a quiet
All right.
office like that.
I just wanted to double check,
It's
but
not
like,
exactly a large.
No.
yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So we're looking at Raven.
Yep. And she works her way out. She's got like kind of long blonde hair with like a little sparkle as she walks out.
Oh, the elf.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Draven for a minute. I'm like, this.
No, Draven is kind of the opposite. He's on the darker side of elf. He's
Yeah.
got black hair and
Is he an elf though?
yeah. He's
Okay.
Yep. He's like, did you find what you needed to find?
We have some ideas.
Got some information.
I'll be honest, I don't know that as soon as we found out that there was missing, we of course conducted our own internal investigation and turned up no evidence that we could find within our own grounds. Interviewing any of the drivers seemed as a dead end, as no one heard or saw seemingly anything about where this shipment may have gone.
Yeah.
My suspicion is that it may have been picked up in the kerfuffle of a busy time of the day and no one seemed to notice.
It was accidental.
Or
Shipment went wrong place, I guess.
maybe they had fraudulent papers. It's hard to tell.
Does that
None of
happen
my
often?
people seem to be implicated. I've interviewed them all personally and I would know. But that does not mean that they can't be tricked.
Fair. Well, so we came across a situation a few days ago that I'm not going into details. That might shed light on yours, so we're gonna go and check that out. But we will take the job.
Excellent. Do you need a down payment of any kind?
Yeah, yes,
would help.
please.
All right. Half,
Half.
Great.
150 gold.
Yes. So 50 for everybody.
Yeah.
Boop.
It's good to have employees that are so agreeable and easy to work with. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
50 each.
Oh, yeah. Quick question. How long have your employees been here?
Most of them for years. I tend to stay in the most legal trades possible and try to keep employees of good stature and
Why can't I cast Zone of Truth?
no funny business under the table, because in the singing ward, it's valued to have morals, and I consider myself to be someone of morals, and it is unfortunate that I am in this position where I owe such a powerful wizard such a gigantic quantity. So hopefully you can find this furniture polish and probably save my life. I don't know. He's a fucking wizard. Who knows?
How much in value is this polish worth?
30,000 gold pieces.
Other than polish and knobs, I don't know what he's using that for, but okay.
I did not ask questions. I simply processed the order.
30,000 gold worth of fucking furniture.
As you can see, my
Just live
predicament
and pledge.
is quite large, as this
Understandable.
would bury my entire organization. To try to pay such a debt,
Well,
as I have already paid the import of the 30,000. Oh, well, it was less than that, but the value that Ranfell was to pay me is that, and that is what he requires.
well, we will try and find it, and if we hear anything, we'll let you know.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna head to Harmony Hall and ask Melodia if she knows anything about the guy that the pasta guy.
We going together?
I assume so. Like I'm letting you guys.
Oh, hold on. Let's...
I mean, we can look into it, yeah. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to Harmony Hall.
Okay.
All right. So clop, 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 clop. clop.
You guys make your way through the singing ward. Artists in the streets, everywhere, painting,
I don't think
tap dancing, doing flute.
Doing flip.
amazing.
That's a drug.
Yep. You come up to Harmony Hall where you have been staying,
Yeah.
and as you walk in, you see Melodia behind the bar. Ah, good to see you. How'd that job go? Did you guys take it?
Yeah, we took it.
Still on it.
We have a question for you though. We talked about this pasta guy before. Do you know who we were talking
He has
about?
a name, right? We know the name.
I don't think we do. Hang
Anyone
on.
that wants to make a history check,
Hold on. My history
Oh, yeah.
check.
Unless
Can
you
I
got it
just check
noted.
my notes.
you can, of course.
I don't think.
God, when was that? Was that the last?
It was
that wasn't
session
the last
2.
No, it was the
Session
session
2.
before.
Okay.
I have it bold. That man has pasta. That's a quote.
I don't.
Maybe not. Shit.
Yeah,
I have one line about it. I guess it was a small part of the overall session, but yet made such an impact. I literally just had a magic elixir scammer.
Yeah, I have con salesman.
That's it. All right.
Oil mud? Oh,
Did
never
we-
mind.
I mean, I assume he probably said his name at some point during his presentation.
I assume.
Oh yes,
so.
he did. He for
All
sure
right,
did.
Yeah.
Should we do a history
I'll
check?
let me see. I have +6.
Oh, yeah.
To me, if anyone wants to help me.
No. Oh, I can help.
Yeah.
To give her
I
advantage.
don't roll super well generally, huh?
You want to give him advantage or roll your own?
Doesn't matter. Advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
That is a 9. 16 +6.
So 6.
22.
You recall him pulling out his peddler's card to show his legitimacy, and it said Yakov Guli.
Yak off.
Yakov Guli.
What?
I'm just gonna guess how that shit's spelled.
Yes.
You'll probably be right.
I doubt it very much. Okay, so you were speaking to.
Yeah, hang on. Why does doing flute sound like a band camp on?
It
He
does
was
sound
doing
like some
flute.
kind of euphemism for sure.
Hello, Psycho Misery. Yes, woohoo, D&D. Here we are.
Yes.
D&Ding it.
Yes.
Oh, I love that your horns like go into my camera. I just now noticed.
Oh my god. They do.
Oh, that was fun.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. Dance around the
Club, club, club.
So I go over to Melodia. I'm like, all right, do you know anything about a Yakov Gulaman?
Oh, I haven't heard that name in quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
Not for... Well, I'll come clean with you. I used to date him.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I was right.
He's quite the con man. In every aspect, a person can be a con man.
We noticed.
Yes. Very unethically motivated. But he's very cute. And very charismatic. Can convince you of anything for a while.
What did he do to you with some pasta?
the most wonderful things.
Like, I know it's funny, but goddamn.
I'm not moving off of that. You had to say it.
It was an offhand remark.
That is the shape of this entire game.
But I'm afraid I don't really know where he is at the moment. I've heard he's.
Get to asking that yet.
I've heard he's back. I've heard he's back in town, but I've heard. Like I haven't seen him. But he left town quite a while ago. But apparently he's back.
Do you know like the type of places he tends to?
The divier, the better.
That tracks.
The more likely he's going to find either an opportunity or a victim.
So the homeward.
Most likely.
Well, Melodia, can I get a bottle of whiskey off you? And we will keep on meandering. How much will a bottle of whiskey be?
2 silver.
2 silver. All right. I toss up the 2 silver.
It's not great whiskey.
No, that's fine. Remove. Okay. And yeah, so I take the bottle and I wait for you guys unless there's anything else we have to do in Harmony Hall.
Melodia.
Melodia.
No, it's not a word.
Melodia is a word.
I know it's not what I was talking about.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm fucking tired. What? No, that was out of character.
You haven't been using your accent.
No, I am incredibly disappointed.
I'm
with
sorry, okay. Do you have anything with energy in there?
Yes, sir.
Can I get one?
Yes, sir.
What is it? I'll take it. Sorry, baby.
Jeez. Okay, I kept trying to spell diviest, and I was like, how the hell is that even a word? Because I typed it and it's telling me it's wrong.
Oh,
But I looked it up and it's spelled right,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is
I haven't tried the
on.
green.
but it's giving me a little red squiggle. Okay. So, divey, and you're having a beer.
No, I'm having a glass of whiskey. I'll tell you that.
My bad. I apologize.
And I haven't cracked it open yet. I just have the bottle.
All right.
Whiskey. You, for the road?
Yeah.
Okay. So are we gonna head to the homeward?
So
Oh, that is good.
it's pretty good, right?
That's stupid good. It is a monster, but it's green tea and uncarbonated.
It's
Uncarbonated?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Because I think I had determined that one of my main reasons why I don't really like energy drinks is I don't think I really like carbonated drinks in general.
Okay.
Same.
I've come to that realization.
Yeah.
I'm like, a lot of drinks that I don't like are all carbonated.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna meander to wherever we assume he's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the homeward because that's where we found him
I
last.
always
So the
loved
homeward is
tea
quite
monsters.
large.
Yeah.
Where do you guys want to start your search within the homeward?
Gosh.
The pasta situation, wherever it was like in a
Fox
I
keep.
mean, it's probably not likely that he would
But we
try
can ask around.
run a con in the same place where we called him out for it.
Yeah. So Fox Keep Towers.
Fox Keep Towers is where he was. So if you want to go
That's
there.
near Fat Chad's Meat Sticks and Buns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good memory.
I know.
Well, because it was in the same session, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I think it's there. But yeah.
6 months ago.
I know.
I only remember that because I read it in I was skimming through my notes from the last session.
If
real
you have
quick.
questions about our first campaign, I can probably answer it. I don't know
Don't
why.
ask me shit. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So yes, at the sort of the entrance sort of retail area in front of Fox Keep Towers, there's a gathering place where there's a small mead house, not really a bar, and then Fat Chad's.
I'm gonna go over to Fat Chad's and see if he's known anything. Then we've dealt with him in the past, so
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, hey, rat killers,
how is your rat endeavors right now?
solved. Haven't seen a rat since you've cured it. It's amazing.
Fantastic.
And I've heard over at the meadery that it's also not as many rats down there either. I mean, they always have a little bit of rats because it's fucking meat, but not nearly as many as they used to have.
Happy to hear it.
Yes.
We're looking for a Yakov Guligig.
That motherfucker. If I ever find that guy, ran up a tab, promised me he would pay it back once he sold a few potions, and then got ran out of town as a scammer and never paid me back.
Wait, how long ago was this?
Really wish whoever ran him out would at least made him pay. That was yesterday.
Well,
Where out of town does he typically go? Do you know?
That's a good question. He said he's got a place down closer to the wall on the other side. Maybe somewhere down there.
so out of the ward, but not out of town.
Well, in the ward, but like on the farther outside part of the ward.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So the path through the wards, the main street, like it's a big circular street, like the main street. And there's all these offshoot streets. Droville is a walled city.
Right.
So as you get closer to the wall, you get farther away from the main drag. And then like you also get the least view and the least sunlight and shit like that. So it gets a little bit drab as it gets a little bit farther close to the wall. So the drabbiest parts of the home ward are a little closer to the wall.
Okay.
Is there like just random world-based question? Is there like an elevation difference?
Oh, within
Between, like, the
between the
inner
different
parts and the
yes. So as Droville
I don't think we
goes
ever
up.
talked about elevation, and it just now occurred to me.
Yes, so Droville is on a plateau already,
Sure.
and so the concentric rings that make up the city go up. So the castle is higher up. So if you ascend into another circle inward, you will have to ascend some stairs to get up to the next layer of walls.
I like the layout of the city. It's very interesting.
And then the castle, of course, only has one entrance, and it's very tall to get into that.
We're never fucking going up there because I skip leg day every day. So
Don't like Hellboy.
yeah. So I assume we're just gonna try and keep on going down the hill.
We want to try to canvas the ward, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty big.
It's a little bit big, but if you start searching, you might be able to start asking around like closer to the wall and see if there's anyone that meets the description. You guys all saw him, so you can describe him.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's try to track him down.
All right, so who wants to roll an investigation check?
Oh, I'd do it.
No.
And who's giving them advantage?
I'm giving them an advantage.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Woo! Very
Wait,
nice.
roll it
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Roll it again.
For what?
You might get another 20.
Yeah, see if you do too. See if you do too.
Double nat 20? No.
Okay. Always worth it to find out. So
It was a 16. It's still pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
you guys you pop out and then Seek kind of just takes a lay of the land. The Foxkeep Towers are on the nicer upper part of the home ward, if there is a nicer part, which does overlook a lot of things. So from there, you kind of get a little bit of lay of the rest of it as it does descend down a little bit as it gets closer to the wall. There's a few more fires in one section, and one particular building that looks a little larger, which seems like it could be an inn. And so you guys just kind of start there, and that is where you find someone that's like, oh yeah, oh no, Yakov. First guy you ask.
Fantastic. Could you
Yeah.
tell us where he is? Where we might find him?
He's probably in his house right there.
Oh, he has a house here.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a nice house, but I mean, he's
Is he
got
there
it.
now?
I mean, probably. He's sort of out of the job at the moment. Apparently, he had some sort of like big score that went awry. So he's seen better days. He's still got a little bit of residual from that whole thing, but
Did he happen to mention anything else that he's been up to lately?
no, he's just saying like he's got these healing potions that do anything. I'm fucking healthy as a horse, so I don't need any. Also, they're fucking expensive. 50 gold. Who's got time for that?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No. So, but I mean, I don't know what else he's doing besides just selling those things. Which, I mean, you can buy a healing potion for that much almost anywhere. Fuck if I know.
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
You got it.
So I start walking down, like, just to, like, get a scope of his house. Not really approach it yet, but just to see how it is. What does it look like? Does Does it look like
It
somebody's
is-
been there?
Looks like
It's a small shack. There's currently smoke coming out of the chimney, so there's some kind of fire lit within the fireplace.
I'm gonna go in.
Well, let's knock on the door first.
I like your approach though.
Goose is a barbarian. She does.
in the fucking door.
All right, so Goose just opens.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Goose just opens the door, and the two of you behind it.
intelligence?
First one.
Yeah,
Just kick in the door. God.
I mean, it's already unlocked.
Yeah, so it's unlocked. The door opens. You stand basically eye level with the top of it.
Just fill up the entire hallway.
Bael and Seek both behind you, like kind of like trying to stop you half-ish, to being
like,
like,
oh,
should we
no.
knock? And then by the time the decision was made, you've already opened the door.
Like, no, don't do it.
And
Oh no.
and you see there cooking some pasta, a
Of course.
familiar Yakov Ghoulie, like, oh, hello, friends.
Hey, can we borrow you for a moment?
Okay, well, yes, you can.
I sit him down on a chair next, and I make room for you guys to come in.
All right.
Hello.
I already stopped what I was doing. I didn't know that
okay.
was. I was
It's
told.
fine. It's okay. Don't worry. Calm down.
Okay.
We're good. We're just gonna ask you some questions.
And you
Fair.
bet.
We're not here to
So you
do
don't
anything.
think I was? I was. What did we do? What?
So
Goop man, you're gonna answer our questions.
Of course, yes. Happy to help another citizen
I
of this
recall-
fine city.
okay, calm down.
I grabbed my
Right.
hand just a little tighter.
What was it? A day ago? Is that what you're
Yeah.
telling me? Just yesterday?
Yeah.
Literally? Okay. Yesterday, you were here trying to peddle some potions.
Yes,
And
I
it
was.
was furniture polish.
I was just as flabbergasted.
I don't care. I
Okay.
just would like to know if you could tell us how you came to be in ownership of all that furniture polish. How you acquired that. Where'd it come from?
Yes. So, it's a complicated story, but
Simplify.
I was doing this out of the goodness of my heart. This furniture polish was, this healing potions
Huh. I'm sorry. What?
was to be shipped to an evil entity. You have no idea how evil this entity was. And to protect the people, I intercepted this.
Just tell me
this
where you got it.
shipment. Well, I pretended I was someone else and forged some paperwork and picked it up.
So you're the one that took it.
God.
You personally took it.
Well, yes.
Okay, where's the rest of it?
I had to make do with what I had left from this adventure, so I sold it back to who hired me to procure it. And they gave me the lowest amount of money possible, but I had really little choice. It was worthless to me anymore, as everyone figured out that. Everyone assumed that it was worthless, even though it's worth quite a lot, if you know
sold
what
it
you're
to
looking
you?
for. What?
Who sold it to you?
No one sold it to me.
Who you sold it to?
Oh, who I sold it to? Well,
Who hired you?
You want information?
I would like a name.
I pull out my bottle of whiskey and I pour 2 glasses and I drink one and I have the one right in front of them and I'm just waiting.
Can I see the label?
I show him the label.
That is terrible whiskey.
I pour another one for me.
I don't care because I love whiskey.
Before he drinks it, I swat his hand away.
Oh, come on. That's so just petty.
You're gonna answer our questions.
Because you spilled your own whiskey? You poured your whiskey into a glass and then spilled your own whiskey.
No, I swat his
Really
hand.
convincing me here.
No, I swat his hand, not the glass. The glass is still there.
Oh, okay.
It's like, no.
So, okay, all right, so the whiskey's still there.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like, oh,
tempting him.
you're trying to bribe me with whiskey. We probably should have got something. I don't have any whiskey, so.
Pour another, and I drink it. Just waiting. Persuasion.
I will let you do a persuasion, but I'll say that the DC is gonna be real high on this one because it's not that persuading. But you're just offering whiskey.
Is it a disadvantage or just
Straight with the high DC.
Okay. Do me no wrong. That is a 4 plus persuasion, which I have a good persuasion. That's a 7.
7. He's like, I mean, I could probably scam someone out of some whiskey if I really want some.
All right, Goose, beat his ass.
Whiskey's great. I do love some whiskey. Make an intimidation check.
I'll assist him with that.
Yeah, whichever one you want to do it.
Yeah. My intimidation.
Or both of you.
Is +1, so you do intimidation.
17.
With advantage.
Yeah.
3.
17 plus whatever you got.
17 total. So as Bael's like, all right, the whiskey didn't work, and then just looks over at Goose, and Goose just starts walking towards him like, okay, whoa. Well, I mean, of course, we could probably come to some sort of arrangement for something that's mutually beneficial. I give you information, you give me money. Life.
You get to not be.
God,
You guys are on the side. What kind of people
We're not
just threatening my
murder,
death?
but-
I mean, that seems intense.
Quality of life.
It's,
Quality of life. What, you gonna take a finger off? What's it?
you will be not in more trouble. How about that?
Oh. Are you working with Rusty?
Who the fuck is Rusty?
I'm sorry. Who?
That god.
Who the fuck
I
is
will
Rusty?
never work with that man so long as I live.
Oh, it's like that, is it? Well, I didn't mean to ruffle some feathers, but
All right, I'm putting the glasses away, and I take the one that he didn't bring, and I'm like, I'd like to invite you to a tasting of a fine bottle of Shut the Fuck Up and answer.
well, he
our
threatened
questions.
me too, so I'm just, I don't know. People that threaten me, I assume,
We are not working with Rusty, but we could just as easily turn you into the guard.
sounds not ideal.
Name, please.
Fine, okay.
Don't say it. I mean, tell me, but don't say what I think you're gonna say.
Shut up.
I was hired by Sir Antoine the Leviathan Fitzgerald III Esquire.
Jesus.
Okay, it's to Anton.
Antoine.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Antoine the Leviathan. And what was the rest of that?
Fitzgerald the Third Esquire.
Oh, Leviathan is a nickname.
Yes, in quotes.
The Yeah. Okay, Leviathan.
Because if you said Zatimus, I was gonna fucking throw a dice at you.
Can you say all that?
Gerald's the third.
Sir Antoine the
sir.
Leviathan Fitzgerald the Third Esquire.
Oh, I did miss the sir part.
All right, can I roll?
Self-knighted, apparently.
Can I roll insight?
How was that even?
Can I roll insight on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't imagine he's lying at this point.
12 plus my insight plus 5, 17.
17. He's being pretty forthcoming about the name.
So this
Yeah.
is who hired you initially to steal the furniture polish, and then who you sold your stock to after your
Right.
scam went
The
awry.
deal was I was to steal this special healing potion.
Furniture polish.
Fine. Furniture polish.
Yes, thank you.
But after I was run out of town by you,
You're welcome.
I was left with this stock that was worthless, and I hadn't quite made back my investment. So I went back to Sir Antoine, begging for some compensation. And he offered enough to get me by for a little while, in exchange for some of the most expensive furniture polish that mankind has ever made. That's the only choice I had, though.
Why did he hire you to steal this furniture polish?
I
Because I assume
was under the impression that it just needed to disappear. I don't know why, other than that.
I have an idea.
He was paid by someone else to hire someone else, and I
Oh my god.
was the person that was hired to do that. But my part of the deal was to keep the polish, which it's extremely hard to find someone that knows furniture polish in this city. So I turned to, well, trying other things, which is what you found me doing.
How'd you come to know this Sir Antoine? Where is he?
I've
he
worked
come
with
to
him a few times, but by reputation.
So he gave you other marks to
I was
steal.
trying
the
to
past.
work my way back into the city. This is my first job here, and it was not glamorous, but
Poor choice.
You're correct. I maybe fucked up. I was doing more legitimate work in Windfall when I was there, but I needed to leave. It was getting fucking dangerous there. Maybe you've heard. So, working my way back here was
Working my way back here. I'm sorry.
Yes, that is a great song. And so I was taking the jobs that I could acquire, and you see my meager living situation at the moment.
Forgive me if I don't have sympathy for the choices that you have made.
It's probably fair.
Where could we perhaps find Sir Antoine the Leviathan Fitzgerald III Esquire self-knighted?
That's impressive.
I love adding the self-knighted.
Oh, that's staying there.
Just put it in
That is
parentheses.
part of his name. Absolutely.
Parentheses self-knighted.
Yep.
Well, Sir Antoine and his merry band have a compound of sorts, a few hours outside the city, in some mountainy terrain. Sort of a hub for these kinds of jobs.
Okay. Does he give us the location of that?
Yeah, he gives you like directions, like you go out the north gate and work your way up. And you
Great.
take a side path and work your way up another mountain, and then there's like a plateau, and that's where his compound will be.
Well, Mr. Googleplex, I would like...
Okay.
Really good.
The other times it was just dumb. That one got me.
I would like you to accompany us, not to where you were.
Excuse me.
For your own safety, I want to take you to Harmony Hall.
Are you going to throw me at the door? I don't think that you would, but I've heard stories of innocents being hurled mercilessly at doors.
I'm going to pay for a room for you at Harmony Hall.
Oh, well,
For
that
what reason?
sounds
Because
quite generous. Why would you do such a thing? I mean,
Man deserves nothing from us.
I'm going to make sure he gets the shittiest room. Okay, but more of the aspect that I don't want him to end up dying if they find out that he ratted them out.
I see your point. That is quite an astute assertion, as they have obviously connections lots of places.
I don't know, 2 days ago we woke up with blades to our throats, so this is not the greatest place to, spill the beans.
Yes, Zalamus is quite vengeful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, and if it means anything, I will try to pay you back for your generosity.
Just don't make any stupid choices.
I have
I'll settle for that.
decided that I will decide to do things that are decision better.
Yeah, happy to hear it.
And then I'd like to escort him back up to Harmony Hall and pay for the shittiest room that Melodia has, but a room nonetheless.
So as you
Melodia
enter,
doesn't have any shitty rooms.
Harmony Hall with Yakov,
Oh,
Melodia's ex, and you walk up to the counter and be like, I would like to get a room for this guy. Melodia's like,
It's not like that. I mean, he's not.
Are you serious right now? You're going to bring my ex to my inn to stay the night here?
If it makes you feel better, you can give him the shittiest room you have, and we can,
Oh, I will.
and we can chain him to the wall.
Oh, I like that.
Don't kill him. We need him. We need
And
him alive.
Yakov's like, what? I thought it was going to be something.
I'll buy you a shitty bottle of whiskey.
All right. I don't really have much of the choice in this matter because I'm going to die otherwise. Melodia? She's like, no, he does it. Oh.
I manacle him, and I'm like, we'll be back in a few hours.
Is this so?
So you get him comfortably set in the basement.
Yeah.
He's not like
He's in the basement.
He's not like
No, just the
he's not,
Monty Python.
he's not like this. He's manacled, but like loose enough where he's got like a little chair sat and bed and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So he can be comfortable-ish, and he does have a cheap bottle of whiskey. And Melodia's like, 10 gold
Done. I give her 20.
for the emotional trauma.
I give her 20.
All right, 20.
I wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important.
That's fair.
No.
I will remember it. Both of these. Your generosity in the consideration. And also just the sheer balls you have on yourself.
That's
Massive
none of your
cow
business. All right.
Massive cattle balls.
Let's go and find this guy and make them chocolate milk themselves. So,
All right. Does either one of you want to do anything else before you head out?
Okay, we don't know much information. I feel like we should get more information about this guy before we try to go.
we can
He's
ask.
chained up now, so if you have questions or if you have questions, you can
Yeah,
ask.
I'd like to
We can ask
get
also.
a little.
So I was going to say we can also ask Melodia about the guy if she knows anything about him, just to get a fresh opinion.
I mean, sure, if she knows.
Yeah, but real quick,
I
like,
feel
if there's-
he'll probably know more.
Yeah.
Because you've asked a lot. Like, if there's stuff that you
Yeah.
want to have, you want to ask.
I have to go to the bathroom, so y'all
Yeah,
do that.
do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I want to ask.
I just now noticed that is that printed on the back of your.
No,
Oh, it's just okay. That's cool.
he just put it on.
It's gonna be. Thanks for the
awesome.
idea.
That is a good. That would be cool.
It was a cool idea. Yeah.
So we want to ask him more questions.
I would like to ask Yakov for any other information he can give us about Sir Antoine the Leviathan Fitzgerald III Esquire self-knighted.
Well, he surrounds himself with. That is Melodia's voice. Well, he surrounds himself with a few of his most loyal servants. He is a little paranoid. He doesn't tend to leave his compound. He's very direct and very insightful.
Surrounds himself with what was it?
His
Servants?
most trustful servants, loyal servants.
Servants, not guards.
Well, you could call them guards, I guess. He treats them like servants. They behave like servants. But they're basically bandits.
What does he do aside from hiring low-life criminals to steal for him?
He calls himself a upper-class tradesman.
I thought you were going to say he calls himself the Leviathan, because that would just make it even.
Well, he does propagate that himself. I mean, yes.
I expect as
You
much.
are correct that he named himself that. That nickname is his own nickname.
So he calls himself what now?
Yes. He prefers to think of himself as a upper-class tradesman. Even though he will probably take any trade deal that comes his way, including any illegal substances. Positioned outside the city gives him opportunity to act as an in-between house for all kinds of things.
And where does he reside, generally?
Well,
His
he's
compound, right?
generally stays in his compound, but he does
Which
make
is-
pilgrimages to the city every once in a while. Very rarely. Normally, for supplies, he'll send his own people.
And where is the compound?
It's a couple hours outside the city.
Oh, but outside of Droville?
Outside of Droville.
Oh.
It's in the wilderness. So as you go out the north gate, you'll follow the main path north, and then there will be a small path to the west, marked by some red rocks. Follow that up to a plateau, you will find his compound.
haven't been outside the city yet.
No.
I'm very
kinda nervous.
decidedly trying not to make this just a city campaign again.
Well, I mean,
I
like
kind of like it.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say mostly, but
your
Yeah, I mean,
layout.
eventually.
Your layout for Droville in comparison to Windfall, I won't say that Windfall was less enjoyable or exciting.
I make no
but
comparisons,
I
but I like
enjoy, I enjoy the like wards and districts and whatnot
Yeah, it's
because
really
each
cool.
one's different. So like we get a little bit of everything in there, and
That's cool.
That's super cool.
thanks.
You did good.
Keep complimenting me while I'm on stream so that I have a permanent record of it.
Just clip it all
Skyward-
together.
Self-knighted
All the moments
DM.
of, oh my god.
DM.
Just make a compilation of all the clips of, oh my god, Sky, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Skyward.
Oh, yeah, I do a reaction video of just that.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, this
my
is
God.
so cool.
This is so me.
my
Yeah,
God,
you're
good
right.
job.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for
Oh
noticing.
no, Iron Shell is going on record that Skywarden is the best DM ever.
Anyway.
It's trending.
Tiny
Hashtag.
Tiny Hut.
Hashtag tiny hut.
outside.
All right.
So you guys have asked the questions of Yakov you wish to, or you have more?
I mean, how did he steal? I know he mentioned that he went in and got it.
Yeah, so he's like, well, so sometimes the oldest tricks are the best tricks, and he pulls out a scroll, and you're a wizard. Mm-hmm. Make a perception check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Or would it be Arcana?
Or either one. I mean, Arcana's probably going to be, yeah, okay.
I'll take Arcana.
Well, because it's a scroll.
Yeah, you're
It also
100% right.
makes more sense.
100%.
18. 8. I'll go with the 18.
It's a scroll of
24.
disguise self.
Oh.
There's been a lot of those.
Yep.
It's your favorite
It's a lot of
spell.
subterfuge in this campaign. So he's like, I described myself, disguised myself as Stellan, and walked in, supplied forged paperwork, and they just put the shit on my cart, and I drove away.
Wouldn't that be on the log?
It would be
Under the
if
guise
I
of a
hadn't
different order.
also fudged the log.
Okay.
you go look back at the log and there's like eraser marks and stuff.
Well,
I tried getting more information out of the log.
sometimes you can convince someone that they are too busy to do something, and if they are such a detail-oriented person, if you're lucky enough to distract them with things that are present, like, for example, someone's cart ID being slightly askew, or perhaps you may have switched the cart ID after they had already logged it. They may be obsessed with that and maybe not notice a routine pickup. Those that are very, very intent on details sometimes miss details by being too detail-oriented. Sybil being one of. I exploited that, and...
Excuse me, I did not feel like being called out today, sir.
Out of character.
Dick. No.
I simply switched the plates on another cart, pointed that out to Sybil after they had already marked that cart. Sybil then engaged in a heated discussion with that driver while I sort of signed all of the other paperwork, had things loaded on, and left before Sybil had a chance to log my entry. Routine for me. I mean, I've never done such a thing.
I don't.
But it's quite genius, isn't it?
All right.
I'm not gonna give you that.
So how?
He's sitting there in manacles like, it's fair.
So you guys are in the basement asking him questions, right?
Yep.
Okay. How far from?
He's got a bottle of whiskey with a candle next to him. And just a head of lettuce. That's all he's gotten fed.
How romantic.
It's better than a slice of bread.
How?
No one ever told me what I needed to feed him. Lettuce it is.
I mean, he won't die.
It's all the nutrients you need.
Not really.
You have to eat a lot of lettuce to get it, though.
It's not much nutrients in lettuce. Depending on the kind.
So how far away is this area from Harmony Hall?
Well, if you go out...
Are we in Harmony? Or what are you referring to?
Where we need to go and find these guys?
It's outside the city.
Oh, it is outside.
That's what. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, it's a couple hours outside of Droville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Because when
leave-
initially it was mentioned, I thought it was just like, oh, a couple hours away.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the city's pretty big. But
The city's pretty
I don't know
big.
if it's big enough to traverse a couple hours to.
No,
another
so you're
part.
about... I mean, like a total distance travel. Like if you...
From one end to the other.
Yeah, if you like, you know, city travel like casually, about maybe it's like 45 minutes to get to the North Gate.
Yeah.
Which is in Harmony Hall, but it's like at the opposite end of Harmony Hall of where you were at. Singing Ward. So Singing Ward is closer to the home district or home
Yeah.
ward. The North Gate is wrapped around to the other side, so you basically have like a third of the city circumference within that one ward, and the North Gate is on the other side of that. So, 45-minute walk just within the city. That's if you're just walking.
Right.
If you fucking huck it, you could probably get there in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If you really want to go for it.
But yeah, no, it's outside of Droville.
Yeah, and then it's a couple hours beyond that to through some mountain passes to get to where you need to go.
Horses. Don't you pay for
Well,
horses?
Yakov is like, well, you don't need horses. You just need to be able to walk
Yeah.
a good distance.
Not that far.
It's up on a plateau.
that's
Just
fine.
it's not rough terrain. It's just a bit outside. Yeah.
So
No cheddar.
But it's a day trip.
Okay, so we got the name of who hired him. We got details about how he acquired the wares.
Horses would make the trip a lot shorter, though, if you
And-
wanted to shorten the trip.
And a bit of information about Antoine.
So most likely you think he has the
Where
rest
he's
of it?
Located. No, what
The
he
rest of it?
does.
What's Goose's movement speed?
30.
So before we try to figure out logistics of how to get there, I do want to go back to Draven and tell him what we've found out so far.
That's a good
Before
idea.
Yeah.
Before we go
Head
to
out.
see.
Yeah.
And also, someone will know where we are.
Yeah.
If things go wrong.
All right, so you guys make your way back to Draven's house.
Oh, I was gonna say, do we want to ask
Yeah,
any
yeah.
other questions of Yakov before we?
I'm gonna fill in Melodia on what we're gonna do. Just
Oh, she's been sitting there just like
Okay.
sipping wine, watching
Just listening to us.
just
interrogate
watching
him.
Yakov sitting with his head of lettuce and a bottle of whiskey,
Just
staring at him.
have to admit to his crimes.
Yeah.
all right. Well, never mind.
I don't. Is there any other questions that we can ask him about Sir Antoine the Leviathan Fitzgerald III Esquire, self-knighted?
I'm gonna make a supercut of you saying that.
Like songify it.
Before we
Don't tempt me with a good time.
What does he look like?
before we
Yeah.
confront him.
What is Sir Antoine
Yeah.
the Leviathan Fitzgerald, the third Esquire, self-knighted?
Uh-huh.
See, I had to do that from memory because I don't even know.
I have to read it off every
Is he a
time.
Lokatha?
He is a human.
A Loka.
He is
Leviathan. I don't know.
No.
the way Yakov describes him, because you haven't seen him yet, is just a older human with a beard. That's as much as you just a imposing figure, but he doesn't. He just says he's intimidating.
And also, he's just a middleman because someone else hired him to then hire someone to
Right.
do the job.
Layers.
Goes deep.
Like
Oh,
onions.
I am curious. I would like to add because I don't know if he was just trying to make himself look good, but he mentioned that the wizard is a really terrible, awful, horrible person.
Yakov did.
Yeah. So I'd like to get a little bit more of his opinion on that matter.
On Ranfeld.
Okay. So yeah. So he's like
Is it Feld the
Renfell.
Renfell?
I thought it was
Or
Ranfeld.
EN.
Ranfell.
I also
Yeah, it is
typed
Ranfell.
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 How do you spell it?
R-A-N.
Okay.
Yeah.
F-E-L?
Yes.
Perfect, that's what I wrote.
Yes.
Yay! 2 L's.
Nope.
Just 1 L.
Just one L.
Damn it.
Yeah, so just
You lose. So
a little
he.
more information from
So yeah. So Yakov is like, well, I just know what I've been told. I've obviously never met him or anything. Just apparently he's very close-knit with the Dragon Queen, which automatically makes him a little suspect.
Wait, hang on. Does this campaign take place at the same time as ours? Okay. I thought this was
man.
beforehand. But
Nope.
okay.
I mean, like it's.
I made a
it's,
joke about it.
It's after like by maybe a year.
Okay.
Yeah. So to be like, so this is like directly after Windfall right now.
We never resolved the Dragon Queen situation.
I want to
To
stab
put a timeline on it, Kaylee played
Mikhail.
Mikhail with Ro in the same timeline recently. So like that whole
That's
stuff.
cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know that was a thing.
Moved
I'm sorry, I don't watch this.
Oh, that's
No,
fine.
that's okay. It was a 1 shot.
It was a one shot. So,
That's cool.
but like, yeah. So this is about a year after all of that stuff. So your characters are known in different ways,
Okay.
and
Right, there
That's
has
cool.
been some reference,
Oh, yeah,
which is
because-
fun.
Yeah.
Because we talked about Ono beforehand.
Right.
Thrown at a door.
right.
It was one fucking. Wait, no, it's twice. Okay, but forgive me.
What was the second time? I don't remember the second
When
time.
I killed him
When
with the
he
door
came
the
back.
second
Oh,
time.
that's right.
Yeah. After he came back.
Knock knock 2 electric boogaloo.
I forgot about that shit. That's fucking funny as fuck.
It's the only time he will ever die is by door.
It's
If he
adorable.
comes back again,
Adorable.
He is back.
door. We will
I'm gonna
find him.
dimension door his ass to hell.
We'll find a
That's
way.
why that-
We'll find a way to get Ono back with the crew, just so Ono can throw his ass into a door again.
It's amazing.
He's back again. Oh my god. Guess
Won't
who's
let
back?
me kill him.
Again.
There's a lot. There is D&D lore that backs up all of these things.
Oh, I love it. I greatly. And I'm honestly I'm just so impressed you can keep this shit straight. And you remember these things. It's amazing.
Okay.
As a DM, it's fun to have those little nuggets to be like, I shall hold this.
Yeah.
I shall put you here.
I'm gonna put
and then
this away in a box for
I
later.
shall pull you out when it's the perfect time.
There you go.
I keep that list.
Okay, so it says Ramphil is a terrible person who's
Yes,
close
so-
with the Dragon Queen.
So his position, as he conveys it, is hearsay.
Yeah.
He is like, well, I mean, you know, how he associates with all these foreigners and just wants everyone to like come in and be fine. And no. We Droville
So
shouldn't be a
Yakov is xenophobic.
Droville shouldn't be a part of. I mean, we aren't technically. I mean, like, we're allied, but like, we should cut that shit off. The Dresdenian Empire is at its end. The Dragon Queen is going to. It's going to be horrible.
Is that
That's why I left Windfall, because Windfall seems like it's about to join the fucking Empire.
okay? Back to Ramphil.
Anyway, yeah, you're right. He's a
Dropping all
sympathetic,
this lore.
sympathetic,
Exposition.
horrible person. I've heard torture stories that he's got like this room that he hires adventurers in and like makes them prove themselves, and like there's a fucking meat grinder in it and like all this other shit that's like that is fucked up.
I heard a song about that.
Really?
It was like 3 hours long.
Oh, I've heard that song. Well, I've heard the abridged version.
It's like, yeah, that one's only like 15 minutes. Still good, not as good as the original.
Super fair. I've heard both, but the abridged version is easier to follow.
Yeah, no shit.
All right. I have no more questions.
So, Draven, you said he's from Windfall? Originally?
Yakov was from Droville.
Oh, okay.
And left and went to Windfall for a while, but then
Okay.
left as soon as things got heated.
Okay.
So for that past couple of months, he's been back in Droville trying to make a name for himself again.
Okay. All right, got you. Sorry, I thought that you said that Draven was from Windfall.
No,
okay,
Draven's pretty much Windfall or Droville. Droville born.
Gotcha.
We should head back to Draven and tell him what we've learned.
Agreed.
Before we go, Goose, anything else you want to ask Yakov?
Nope.
Good. Just you stand in the corner with your arms crossed, like fucking being intimidating as
She's
fuck.
the
just-
muscle. She's the strong arm in the SIM.
I like it.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way back to Draven,
Yeah.
and Jerry escorts you upstairs.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi.
Don't worry, we're going to be lifting soon,
Great.
but... Well,
I'm gonna go back to work now. Draven's in there. Bye.
Thank you.
It got real awkward all of a sudden.
why are you sad?
I'm not sad. I'm just busy.
Oh, all right. Well,
Also, it's like 5 o'clock. I'm about to go get fucking drunk.
Valid. All right.
Man,
I give him the rest of my bottle of whiskey. I'm just like, have fun.
Just give it.
you watch him just like.
Just chug the whole. Yeah,
my
there
God.
it is. Just right there. Not even off the clock yet.
Thanks. And he throws it behind him and he walks off.
Just shatters on the wall.
Well, that wasn't good.
Draven's like, clean that up. Like, oh right. Sorry, boss. Won't happen again. I mean, it'll probably happen again, but I'll clean it next time too. Like I'm about to. Anyway, it's the
My
same
God,
kind of awkward.
Well, I wasn't going to finish it, so...
And Draven's like, he's terribly awkward, but he's very thorough. So, what have you found out so far?
We have some news.
Excellent. Tell me
To repeat.
what news you have.
I tell them pretty much everything.
Right?
Well,
Is there things you leave out?
Well, okay, fine. I'll go through.
You can also just tell me what you don't tell him.
Other things we shouldn't tell.
Do we want to directly implicate Yakov?
No, I will say that we have a suspect locked up in a dungeon.
I don't know if that sounds good.
I'm not sure.
My question hour.
That's the
Well,
right.
that's very direct.
I think he's gonna demand to
It's
Did you
only
say that?
see him.
It's only a suspect. We don't know if he did it or not, so we're still airing out stuff.
Well, that was quite fast. You only left a few hours ago.
I also just don't
We had
like
a-
But as you say,
We
it's
had a hunch.
It's a suspect. I see. But you have him locked up. That's good.
Right.
So
Well-
he can't escape while you do the rest of your
The
investigation.
thing is, there's a larger suspect. He was just a middleman.
I see.
Well, the larger
How was
suspect
he
may also
able-
just be a middleman.
How was he able to make off with the goods?
Good question. And I tell him the whole scenario.
I see. This.
The weak spots within their operation.
I see. Jerry. Jerry comes in like, yes, boss. You have a new job. Look at everyone constantly. That's it. That's all you do. Just go stay downstairs in the warehouse and look at everyone. Just note what they do. Don't even have to write anything down. Just stand there and look. Don't lift anything. I will find other people with muscles. You're a very observant young man. I'm sure this will be the best choice. All right, off you go.
Solution.
And Jerry's like, right. Just look at everyone, okay?
Before Jerry leaves, I'm just like, don't worry, I'll lift with you off the clock.
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm a little drunk right now, but...
No, not right now. I'm still working. Okay?
Oh, right. I'm gonna go to the bar. And he leaves. and Draven's like, I knew his father. He's more observant than he seems. Mostly he's been very helpful with the muscle part, but he's one of those types that's like, did you notice that thing that happened? And you're like, no. And he will just know that thing. He's very observant already, so if I just tell him to be more observant, I think that will sort that part out. Less weak spots. So thank you for that. Any other things you need from me?
Let him know that we're following a lead outside of Droville. We got a name of the person who hired the one who actually...
I see. And what does that name?
I'm so glad you asked. This man's name is Sir Antoine the Leviathan Fitzgerald III, Esquire, self-knighted.
As you say each word of that sentence, he sinks farther and farther down. as he's like, I should have known. And honestly, I suspected a little bit. Seems he has his hand in all sorts of nefarious business, though nothing can be stuck to him because, well...
Don't worry, we'll stick something to it.
I hope you do.
I pat my hammer.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, if he deserves it, obviously.
Yeah, of course. There
I have nothing personal against him, but obviously if he's cost me 30,000 gold pieces, I now have something personal against him. So, should your investigation turn up that he is indeed responsible and possesses...
Pretty likely. It's pretty...
If the furniture polish is restored to me and he issues an apology, we can move forward.
An apology? That's all you want?
I have much more fear of not pleasing Ranfell, so if this is a bargaining chip that will influence your negotiations with this individual, as he is a known embezzler, trader type of person. My interest is not revenge. My interest is not being thrown into the Queen's dungeon.
Do you know any names of who he works with?
He works with many people. He has contacts throughout the world, really. He's known to work with some of the Crystal Dragon, though I don't know who, and I wouldn't personally implicate him.
Works with the Crystal Dragon?
As a fence, it is rumored, but these are not my concerns. My concerns have only been furniture polish.
I love the fact that throughout almost every campaign, we've heard about the Crystal Dragon, but never dealt with it. It's been a little subtle thing. Oh no, did a drug deal, and it was just like, oh yeah, Crystal Dragon here, and just like, and then never heard about it
I
again.
like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
little
It's
drops,
fun world building.
little drops.
I turn to Draven and I'm like, I do need a favor from you.
Very well. What do you need?
Can we borrow a wagon to get over there?
Oh, like horses in a wagon? I personally have a few things that could help, though the wagons are owned by the drivers themselves. Yes, if it'll get you there to the Leviathan's complex a little faster, I could lend that to you. I will say if the wagon comes back damaged, of course I will charge you for the
Of
damage.
course. No, we will try and return it the way that we took it. So
Great. Two horses and a wagon.
So,
Sweet.
oh, I didn't mean to like cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
To clarify, when we go talk to and investigate Sir Antoine, you seek only an apology and his cooperation to return the furniture
If
polish?
the furniture polish is returned, I have no qualm with Antoine. Obviously, I'm not going to work with him. But also, if he does not wish to return the furniture polish, and you do have...
We won't, from the sounds of it.
Possibly. You do have evidence that
I did-
he possesses the furniture polish. I trust you will do what you can to
I
force him.
did want to mention that we were told the reason why Sir Antoine hired to have it stolen was purely to make it disappear and not end up with Ranfell.
That seems like a very unusual reason
Sure
to
does.
steal 30,000 gold pieces of furniture polish.
Sure does.
I can't speak to those motivations. All I can say is I don't have furniture polish. I wish to have furniture polish.
I'm saying,
If that
based
can
on
occur-
those motivations, it sounds like it's going to be very difficult for us to convince him to return the furniture polish to you to then go to Ranfell, unless
This is what I have hired you to figure out. So
So-
the solution to that particular inquiry will possibly come out of interactions with Antoine. And if not, I suspect an alternative, either getting the authorities involved or taking it upon your own hands to reacquire the furniture polish by whatever means necessary.
You are
So-
so helpful. I appreciate it.
So whether it be diplomatic solution or aggressive negotiation,
Whatever it takes.
we got it.
It seems that if Antoine is unwilling to part with furniture polish that he does not own, then he has forfeited his right to negotiate non-violence in this situation.
Fantastic.
If he has chosen to steal, or if he chooses to have a mistake, that is up to him. My position is, I need the goddamn furniture polish. I don't want to go to jail.
Or worse. Doesn't
Or
sound like
worse.
jail is the
30,000 gold pieces is a lot, and Ranfell, though a decent person,
Is a wizard.
is a wizard, and scamming a wizard is a bad idea.
Yeah,
Indeed.
You
And I don't want to be in this position any longer, and if Antoine, the Leviathan, has the furniture polish, I wish it acquired by any means necessary. By that negotiation of amnesty, and he can just go about his will and do whatever the fuck he wants to anyone else, I don't care. Or if it means spiking his head in front of the palace and pissing on it, I don't care. I want the furniture polish.
We got you.
I just want to listen to him.
Amazing.
more.
Thank you for understanding my position in this matter.
Understood.
And also, don't forget that the authorities are a thing. I don't wish to be in the middle of a situation where I just hired a bunch of murderers. Obviously, do your best not to, just fucking go in there and kill him. But if he needs
We'll make that decision.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
here's why I am attracted. Here's why I was attracted to hiring you in the first place.
Do tell.
I heard about your excursion with rats and your ability to exterminate on command and negotiate in ways that needed to be happening at the time, as well as even the price per rat. You were very cordial and forthright. You've been
piece for rat.
cordial and forthright with me, so sending you into a situation where violence might be necessary feels right with you, especially with the weapons you are brandishing.
Misty Dewdrop is here.
Hello, Misty Dewdrop.
Hi. Happy Sunday.
Crap, I missed so much. Really, you haven't. We've been negotiating, investigating a bunch of shit.
I mean, that is entirely what we do.
That's entirely, it's super fair.
So,
Super fair.
All right, well, if you're offering a wagon, let's get moving.
I remind you that damages to this wagon shall be coming out of your pay. But it's over here, and you
How
see.
much does a wagon cost, roughly, in the world?
Oh, well, if you had to replace it outright, this wagon that I own
particular
personally would be 600 gold pieces.
Okay, all right.
But it is a very nice wagon. The horses themselves are, I think, 100 each.
Okay.
So don't let them die.
I'm gonna hop in the back of the wagon and pull out my crossbow. Just hang out.
It's very roomy. It's very fancy. It's like it's got like little embellishments. It's very well shaped.
As we are,
It's got a cover to it.
Just on our own, loading into the wagon and whatnot. I'm gonna make a comment to my associates that hold on, now I gotta figure out the wording on the fly. I don't love the implication that we are becoming known to be killers. I don't want to be assassins.
This is true.
Just investigators and strong arm.
All right, I guess we're not allowed to kill anybody, but we can punch them in the face a lot.
Stronger.
Yeah.
Strong arm, not murder outright.
Right.
It was only one guy. I don't know how it got that bad.
How did we get here?
It's
only
in the
been
sewers.
3
No one
sessions. We killed some rats.
We killed a rat man in sewers, and no one was there.
As
but
part of that
apparently
No one knew
everyone
about
knows.
the
So,
man.
so you know, as part of that conversation, Draven's demeanor about that is like when
I said-
necessary.
yeah.
He wasn't like he wasn't
I know.
implying that he thought he was
I'm
hiring
not talking
assassins.
to Draven.
I only
I don't-
murdered one person. What's wrong with that?
Oh man.
It was with cardinal law. We're fine.
So as you guys gear up to head out on this trip to the compound of the Leviathan, we're gonna take a break.
I was literally just gonna ask because I was like, "This is a really good time for a break."
It is a good time for a break. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna take a pee.
Mostly because I have to pee.
Yep. And then we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere.
Yeah.